the Onsra Black Carve dual belt versus the GTR Bamboo.
Yeah, thoughts?
Both on 58 tooth gears, both
Yep.
with 7-inch 80 wheels with inner tubes.
Yep.
I think,
What's your thought on the board? What's your thought on the two boards?
well, the GTR Bamboo is the greatest electric skateboard ever made.
Greatest electric skateboard ever made by a man.
You either with me or against me, ho!
Win.
Win. Fuck everything else. Hey guys, welcome to the Eskate podcast, or the Average Eskate Reviews podcast, season 2, episode 5. It's been a while.
It's been quite a while, actually.
I'm not even sure why
long.
Why have we not dropped an episode?
We've been busy, man. We've been here, there, and everywhere. We've been away. We've been abroad. We just had projects going on, and we just hadn't had the time. We hadn't been in the office.
That's true. This is our first time in our office.
In a few weeks, I think.
2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks.
Yeah. It's been quite a while.
Yeah. So, topics of today's podcast. There's quite a few.
It's good to be back.
It is. It's good to be back. I don't even have a cup of coffee or anything. I'm looking forward to wrapping up this episode so we can go and eat.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay. So one of the first things we wanted to talk about, I think naturally, is going to be what we've been working on recently or trying to learn, which is sliding.
Oh, yeah. Sliding's been dope, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's one of those things that's so addictive. Once you start doing it, you just literally, all you want to do is go out sliding.
Yeah, I think for the longest of times, where I kind of like saw that I wanted to do it was when Evolve dropped the Stoke, and I can't remember the CEO's name. I think it's Jeff. Jeff?
My name's Jeff.
Like the Evolve,
good old Jeff.
The Evolve CEO, like he was like ripping down the road, and then he like slides 180 and then kicks the tail back around and keeps going.
Yeah.
I saw that a while back, and I was just like, I need to learn how to do that. So we managed to get that down, and then we've seen a couple of videos drop. Like Evolve did this promo video for GTRs, where there's like lots of different riders from all over the world. Like I was featured in that video, just saying. And it had this guy who had a UK flag next to his name. So I was thinking, crap, he's in England.
Yeah.
And he was in central London. I don't know what street he was going down. It looked like somewhere central. Like somewhere central, like somewhere near maybe Tower Hill or Oxford Street. And this dude was sliding the living shit out of his board. Like I'd never seen somebody going in a straight line. And at first I thought he was carving.
Yeah.
But he wasn't carving. It was like drift, and he just kept going, like backside drift, frontside drift, and I'd never seen anything like that before. And then later on in the video, we see this dude do the 360 on the board, 180 again, and he's doing it like riding standard, riding goofy. It's like it was just a joke. It turned out like the dude's name was Andrew.
Yeah, big up Andrew.
And
shout out, massive.
You sound like a 90s. What was that music called? Garage DJ.
Yeah.
But yeah,
no, good old Andrew.
We when we went to the Evolve store for the first time, he was there.
Like,
randomly, he just happened to be there, and we got talking, exchanged details, and it was a case of we want to like head out with you and just like effing learn how to do
learn how to absolutely abuse the board, basically.
Yeah. So,
because he is absolute savage on a board, isn't he? Like,
you've not even cut the clip of him.
No, I've got a clip that I'm going to cut. You know,
we need to drop that on the channel.
I mean, there's not really much. Yeah, it's one of those ones. It's just a few bits of shots of him absolutely like just killing the living life out of his board.
Yeah.
But I'd like to get like some really sick B-roll, like a nice cinematic B-roll sequence of him absolutely having it on his board.
Yeah.
But we only got a couple of shots of him. But yeah, I'll get it sorted and get it over to you to get on the Eskate.
I think so. It's
Instagram.
I think it'll be good for Instagram because it's short and sweet. Right?
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think kind of like riding with him has kind of, I think the first thing it's done, and you guys are probably going to call us hypocrites now, is that it's completely changed our view of street wheels.
Yeah. I mean, oh mate, the street wheels though, they're own. That's the thing. That's the thing. What's going on with me today? Oh my god!
You need to stop listening to grime. Mate.
Yeah, I do. Yes, savage. But yeah, no, that's the thing. Riding on the street wheels now, they're good if you just want to go out and just absolutely just slide, practice 180s.
Different way of riding.
I went out yesterday to have a go on it and try and practice my sliding, but I literally only done 10 minutes because my legs were done. But riding over the rough roads and stuff, it was just horrible.
I get it, but it kind of shows you that these just like different styles, because the thing is, like, I'm not going to sit here and act like we're newbies anymore. Like, in terms of our riding ability, I don't think we're newbies anymore. Like, we can like handle ourselves decently well on a board.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not saying like I think I can ride. Like, I think I'm okay.
Yeah.
And then you go out with a dude like that. And
Yeah, I know.
like,
And you're like, oh my god, I am a noob.
Yeah, like, do you remember the
Oh no,
scene?
it makes you feel like a noob.
Yeah. Do you remember the scene in Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift when Hans like sees some girls at a light stop,
Yeah.
and like he just floors it with his
That's
car
it.
and just
Drifts
drifts
round
around.
the car. Yeah.
Like-
I've done that in town the other day on my Evolve.
God, you're cool. But no, that's what Andrew did while we were like sat on this closed off bit of road by the Olympic
down
Park.
by the Olympic Park, yeah.
Like, literally came at us head on, drifted around the entire board, and then like floored it and went off in the other direction. I was just sitting there thinking, what? Like, how do you have that much control? Like, when he flies towards you and like drifts out and then like catches, like manages to fucking find grip somehow and then cuts away and like keeps going, and I'm sat there thinking,
then he does a 360 on the board and you're like, what?
on a speed bump.
Yeah.
I was watching that dude and I was like, respect,
mate.
but at the same time I was like, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was unreal. And that's kind of like what I want to learn. And when you see someone doing that, it kind of just shows you like a different way of riding.
Yeah,
because you know that
definitely.
I love to carve. I don't like to go in a straight line. I like to carve at speed, like carving like a crackhead is the new term.
Yeah.
But that is a completely different type of riding. Like, I thought the 107s would be good. And although you can slide the 107s, like after having a go on his board with the 97s, you're like, man.
Yeah, it's completely different feeling. Like when I jumped on your board with the 107s, I literally just like went round the corner slowly and come off.
Yeah.
Because they just slid.
Yeah.
There was no like, oh, you go in and then you get a little bit of a biting point so you can sort of work out.
They're very unpredictable.
They're very unpredictable. Jumped and put my 97s back onto my GTR, and like you've got so much, like you can judge where it's going to slide. There's so much more control over the board.
Yeah.
But the 107s are just like crazy. They're just like, yeah, you've given me too much. See you later, mate. You're done.
Yeah.
Like
it's either like I said, like the thing I had with those wheels, the 97s. If I was trying to do like a 180 on the 97 wheels, the 180 would either completely go around where I wanted it to, or it might lock at 90 if I mess it up, and then like the board might roll, and then I'll just like run off the board. But with the 107s, if you hit that 180 like with too much force, you'll either keep swinging round, like not in a way that you can control, or the board would stop at 90 and then just drift sideways for ages. And
They're
I was
so
like,
slippery, aren't they?
It was weird. Like, you'd expect to have more grip. I just find them a lot more haphazardous. Like, it's a lot harder to predict how they're going to react.
That's it.
Yeah, but this whole sliding thing is just it's a complete.
But then again, it might be a point that we're talking about that now. But once you actually learn and you get the sliding down, you might jump on them and be like, "Oh my god, these are amazing for sliding now."
Yeah, true.
Because they slide so much, but it's just because we're new to it that feels really sketchy and just it doesn't feel comfortable.
Yeah, I think it's the whole notion of carving at first when you start learning how to throw and swing your body weight into it, getting real low down, like really chucking the board out to the side.
Yeah.
Is an uncomfortable feeling until you get good at it and you master it.
That's it.
Like, we're not used to making the board go sideways.
Nah.
Like, not as confidently as the guy that was showing us. So it's now just a case of us trying to like learn and perfect that, because it's just so much fucking fun.
It looks dope on film as well.
It does, yeah, it does. It's unreal. Like, I don't even think that guy needs to use the brake on his board. Like, it's just complete control. Like, just throw it out to the side and get it to stop that way. But I want to learn how to control it that well. And I want to learn how to get the 360 down.
Yeah.
But it was just like the front slide drift is fine. I get that. But it's backslide when you're like sliding out blind.
Yeah, I had a couple of goes yesterday, 180'd it, and then got it round into the position. But then I was just like, how does he like maneuver and get his weight to get it back? Because you're just going so slow. And it was really tricky. So I think it's going to take quite a bit of practice to get it down.
Yeah, no, I definitely think so. But it's something nice and something completely different to learn. It's nice when you're actually trying to do something that you can't do. It kind of takes you back to that like hunger for like, I want to get good at this.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying that. But that backside just feels so unnatural, because for me, riding like standard, throwing the board out that way, like behind me, I know that it seems weird, because the front slide drift is, if I mess up on that, you're coming off and you're like, you could potentially go backwards. I mean, it's unlikely, because you always technically fall forwards because of the momentum. But with the backside one, it's like you're going down like face first, like this way onto the ground. And although that your hands are there, so it's better than going that way, it just feels
unnatural.
horrible. Yeah, but I mean, I'm getting it. Like I can go in a straight line and backslide that way and hold it for a few seconds, and then backslide or rather front slide out and hold it for a few seconds. Like I mean, I remember I drifted from one side of the road to the other, not intentionally, but that feeling was just awesome. I was like, holy crap, I get it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm so keen to get back to London, throw some 97s on the board and we'll do what we did. We went with street wheels and AT wheels.
That's it. Yeah, so we can just swap over onto the ATs when we want to cruise across London.
That seems like effort, but we need to.
I know.
I'm not riding through Central on
I can't do like from the train station to where we need to go is like what 5 miles, 6 miles. Riding that on street would just kill me. It'd just be such a horrible ride.
And I mean, like riding by the river near Hackney Wick, the street wheels wouldn't even roll over that.
Nah, it'd be horrible. It wouldn't be nice.
No, I agree. And I forgot to put my my Apple Watch on silent, so sorry about that, guys. But yeah, aside from that, what were your thoughts of the store, the Evolve HQ in London?
Yeah, it was dope. It was nice to see, an electric skateboard company open a store up in the UK that you can actually go into, buy physical products, look at the actual product, touch the product, test ride the product. It's just, and get your board serviced. It's also in a great spot for, where you want to go and shred. There's some really nice places. So yeah, it's just, it's nice just to be able to go down there, see the guys, have a good chat with them, and just have a look at the place, really.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's and it's a good location because of like the bars that are right next to it.
That's it. Yeah,
you could spend we've spent multiple days there now.
2
days.
Yeah. That's just going to be like the new spot when we go to London, just straight to the Evolve store.
Yeah. Aside from being able to charge your boards outside, like you can literally just set up there.
Yeah, there's a food place down the road that do good burgers and wings and stuff. So if you want to get a bit of food,
Randy's Wings.
They
do good chicken burgers, man. Holy crap.
Yeah, they're nice.
But it's just been it's the same for me. Like walking in and seeing the size of it. Like one thing I noticed straight away is what I've seen from videos online is the Evolve HQ in the UK is bigger than the storefront in Australia, which I was not expecting that. Like the storefront in Australia is actually quite small. I'm sure their warehouse is ginormous, but the actual storefront where customers come in and get to see like the stuff on the walls and stuff is much smaller than the one in the UK. Yeah,
I suppose it just depends on what retail outlets like are available for you to rent at the time, isn't it? So you've got to deal with what you've got.
But it's like I think I said this in the actual video that we dropped about it. It's no other skateboard brand on the planet has something like that. None. And it's, I don't know, like if Evolve is using that as like a statement piece, as in like, this is us. It's like the rap version of buying a Bugatti.
The thing is though, every time we've been out and we've met people that are riding boards, I'd say probably 80% of them are on Evolve boards.
That's fair.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
Like you'll get the odd one that's got a different brand board. It might like be riding like a Backfire or a Meepo or something like that. But majority of people will have an Evolve board.
Yeah, that's true. It's even with some of the meetups that we've seen online, like images and stuff, there is a lot of Evolve boards going around.
Yeah, and even if they turn up on a different board, they've probably got an Evolve board at home as well.
Yeah.
So like they must be selling a lot of boards.
I mean, we've gotten obviously like an idea of how many are being sold, just based off of like you guys being awesome and using our referral code. So that kind of gives us a little insight into what's going on. But yeah, I reckon they're doing some serious numbers. Yeah, for sure. But I'm just glad that store's there. It's nice to be able to go somewhere to physically pick something up. Like if we're in London and like we, I don't know, pop a wheel or something like that. We don't. We can go and get one.
You can get one, especially if we like heading that way anyway. And we're like when you go shred or have a ride somewhere, it's close to the Evolve shop where the places are that you can go and ride that are really nice. So if anything was to go wrong on your board or you popped a tire or something like that, you're not far from the Evolve store and you can just pop down there and grab a new one. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
for sure.
It's
like
good.
Speaking of popping tires, like I'm you guys know that I post on the Instagram page quite a lot. The Average Eskate Reviews Instagram, and I'm locked out of it right now because of the state of my my phone. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera. This is my 11 Pro Max. That is, I can see the inside of the phone from the back, and like the screen is, you'll be able to see that on camera for sure if I turn that on. Like just look at the state of the screen. That's just showing my my Apple Pay debit card. Brilliant. It's only the last 4 digits, but like, if you can see the state of that, like this happened the last time that we were in London practicing slides, not while practicing slides.
Nah.
Like there's nothing like coming off of your board at speed and eating asphalt to kind of grind you, not even grind you, but humble you and just remind you that, holy shit, these
things are actually dangerous.
These things are actually dangerous. I mean, I've come off before. I've come off on boards like to a point where I've literally not been able to walk for a couple of days. Like I've had some pretty messed up injuries. Nothing like crazy bad, like skin hanging or breaks, but just like really battered.
Yeah, hit yourself hard, scrape some skin off, but you're like aching all over. You're like, oh, God.
Yeah, but I think like what you get good at doing, I think hockey's obviously helped as well, like playing puck, is that you learn how to fall.
Yeah, it's like with everybody. Some people just are not very natural fallers. They just fall and they'll
Awkwardly.
break and they'll hurt themselves. It's like the other night I went snowboarding with my mate, and in there where you can go snowboarding in Milton Keynes.
Thanks for the invite, by the way.
You wouldn't want to come, but yeah, in the actual place in Milton Keynes where you go snowboarding, there is no rules. You don't have to wear a helmet. So I didn't wear a helmet, but he said, I'm going to wear a helmet because I don't fall very well, so I'll end up hitting my head. And he fell over, and all I saw was his head go bang on the ice like that. So I was like, yeah, fair play, mate. Do you know what I mean? I fell over loads of times, didn't hit my head once.
I think it's a weird one. Like you just kind of learn. Like, I wasn't expecting to come off my board, but like I've gotten into this habit now of where I'll tuck and roll.
Yeah.
As opposed to just coming off and like landing awkwardly.
I suppose it's one of those ones. It depends what you know. If you was younger and you was always out and about and you was climbing trees and doing stuff like that, you fall over all the time. Or if you done skateboarding when you was younger, you learn how to fall properly and you don't injure yourself as much.
It almost becomes instinct. Of course, there's going to be that one awkward one that you can't catch, but like 9 times out of 10 when I hit the ground, like I roll.
Yeah.
Like even when I hit that dog, like I that sent me flying.
Yeah, you did go flying.
But like I literally rolled, got up, and didn't have like not even a scrape on me. Like I was completely fine. And it's but yeah, coming off that night, I know you guys are going to be asking, oh, what happened? But I can't be bothered to get into the mechanics of it. But essentially, I was shredding through London, trying to get back to King's Cross late at night.
Trying to be his typical self, impatient, couldn't wait for a car. Went up on the path, tried to overtake the car, didn't see there was a little drop down curb, and it threw him off. That was the gist of it.
Superman. And I had my phone in my hands and I was using my phone as a light, so that's why my phone is so badly damaged. But to be fair, if I didn't have my phone in my hands, I would have probably done a lot more damage to my hand. But like I've got like a nice deep patch of skin missing from there, like my elbow over here. I don't know if you can see it from that far, but it's like it's these, I can see red and white flesh, which, you know, for a black guy isn't great. But yeah, those are the two kind of like major injuries. My other wrist got pretty bad as well. I've got a couple of blood blisters, but it's just like, it's more like being tender and sore than like anything really, really bad.
Yeah.
But like, you know, we had, no protective equipment on at all. None. Neither of us had helmets. Of course, Ricky never, ever has a helmet.
# helmet police.
Yeah, helmet police. But yeah, like neither of us had any protective on at all. I like, you know, say what you want to say, but like I said, what this does, I mean, I do typically wear a helmet. There's occasions that I will go out without one, but I'm not that bad. Like I will wear one, especially because I've got one that I like.
I'm just getting bored of people saying wear a helmet.
No, that's fair. But
boring.
But this brings me onto this point. Like we'll touch on that in a sec. But what I wanted to say is, I think the biggest takeaway from this is the fact that flatland gloves.
They're the ones, yeah. Flatland gloves. If I'm going to wear anything, and I do wear them quite a bit, is flatland gloves. They will save your hands.
Yeah, like for sure. Like I'm not going to wear elbow pads. Like I know like my elbow's shredded, but that doesn't happen often. Like when I fall, I roll in it and it's fine. I'm not wearing elbow pads. I'm not wearing knee pads, but I'll wear flatland gloves.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and you know, I will wear a helmet as well. But like I said, there's nothing like coming off of a board to make you sit back and go like, shit, these things are actually dangerous.
Yeah.
You're flying through central London at 11 o'clock at night, like doing 20 plus miles an hour.
And you come off.
And it's just like, okay.
Yeah, not good.
Side note, brand new Apple Watch, because I broke the last one. I bought this one the same damn day that we were in London.
Yeah, that is bad.
But not a scratch on it though.
Yeah, that was lucky.
I would have been
real lucky.
Heartbroken, mate. Like I can't be justifying like buying watches like they're freaking Tic Tacs. Like
they're expensive.
600 quid I fucking paid for them.
Do you know how many more Evolve boards would have to sell to get another one of those? I mean, come on. It's jokes.
Oh my goodness, man! Like no, Evolve, man. I still do appreciate the Bentley that they got.
Yeah. I was really, that time that I come off my board and broke my phone and they sent me a new phone.
Oh my god!
such a lovely guy.
Don't do it.
I'm joking.
We're
joking.
kidding, guys.
We are
Holy
joking.
crap! You know people are going to run away with that now.
Yeah.
Like Evolve crew. He's kidding. Oh my goodness.
All the sensitive ones in the comments. Yeah.
Yeah, but on a serious
people out there.
On a serious note, there's nothing like coming off the board just to humble you and just be like, okay, do you know what? Fair play. Like we do need to be a bit cautious. Like I am going to go back to making sure I rock a helmet every time I go out. But geez, flatline gloves, 100%. And these things, like these watches aren't even a joke, because when I came off, it did that fall detection thing where it's like detected a fall. If you don't respond in X amount of time, I'm calling an ambulance. Like that's sick.
That is good.
Like if you're sat on, I know this has got nothing to do, and this isn't even like an Apple plug, but geez, if you're on the fence about an Apple Watch,
Tim, if you're watching,
Tim Cook hit me up.
Hit us up.
I thought you meant Tim, like Tim.
No, Tim. You know Tim.
Tim. Oh,
Good old Tim. Good old Tim.
Good old Tim. Good old
from
Victor.
Cali.
From Cali boy swag. But no, protective is flatline gloves for sure. And this is another point as well. The Evolve backpack. This sounds like ridiculous, and I don't know if this has been done intentionally or like I am going to do a review of that at some point, but I know a lot of people, when they fall and they roll, like you land on your back, like quite often when you fall awkwardly. The amount of times that bag, not amount of times, I think it's stopped twice. The amount of times I've come off my board and that bag has saved me.
Yeah, if you have got a bag on your back, that'll cushion the blow. And
especially if it's that one, because it's massive and it's like, it sticks out really. It looks like a delivery boy bag. Like you've got like Uber Eats in there or something. Or like Deliveroo. It doesn't look nice. Like I don't care what anyone says, but I love it. It's an incredibly functional bag, and it does help when you come off the board.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those ones, but yeah, man, humbled.
Anyway, let's talk about the old helmet police in the comment section.
Yeah, so that last video.
Oh my God,
where
please.
people are tripping out. It's
wind your necks in, will ya?
The thing is, I was in the comment section and I was being quite savage. Like I wasn't swearing or anything like that, because I don't do that. But like I mentioned this in a comment that I left with somebody that I was sparring with in the comment section.
Yeah.
If you leave a comment on any one of our videos that irritates me, if it's something rude or it's something hateful, like I don't care. Like that's like, okay, like have fun, mate. Like go get a girlfriend. But when it's something that just like flat out irritates me, that's when I'm going to hit you back. And when you get like 17 comments all alluding at a fact that has been not only covered in the video, but I've also pinned a comment at the top of the comment page that explains exactly what you're about to leave. And you get those people that will either skip ahead of the video just to see if you're wearing a helmet, not even watch it, just so they can leave a comment that like, what you guys don't understand is that like, this is something that we do for fun. And aside from that, we're grown men. I know I do typically wear helmets when I do videos, but Ricky doesn't. And the fact that people feel like you can tell a grown-ass man what to do, if it was like he was legally obligated to wear one and wasn't, that's different. Like, how do you do that? If you have seen our videos before, and this is what bemuses me. A lot of these people that are commenting going, oh, look, another video, no helmet. Oh, I'm not subscribing, or I'm unsubscribing. That's the corniest shit I've ever heard in my life. Like, you've unsubscribed. This is what some people have done. Yeah. But you're coming back to see what we've been up to and see if we're wearing helmets so you can leave a comment.
I know, it's sad. It is so sad.
I'm going to say this before I let Ricky jump in, because I know what he's going to say is going to get savage. But what I've got to say is that, number one, like, if you guys rock with us because you like the content that we post, like, we're with you. Like, I'll always answer your questions because it's typically me that responds on YouTube. I'm always sincere. I'm always nice. And I genuinely appreciate the fact that you guys are subscribing, are helping us grow, which is in turn giving us more access to boards and allowing us to provide you with more and more content. But bear in mind that you guys are here for the content, not to judge us on what we're doing. And I understand the whole thing about being ambassadors and people are looking up to you and blah, blah, blah. I get that. But at the same time, like, I'm not conforming because you guys think that we should conform. Like, you have to let someone do their own thing. Like, never mind people in Texas and Las Vegas riding super bikes doing 100, 200 miles an hour with no helmets on, wearing sunglasses.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like I went snowboarding the other day and I didn't have to wear a helmet. I wasn't, they didn't say, no, you can't go on without a helmet on.
At your own risk.
And I've been snowboarding before, and I could pop a screenshot up on the screen to show you I've done over 60 miles an hour on my snowboard when snowboarding, no helmet.
If that's,
you know what I'm saying?
If that's what you're comfortable doing,
and that's what I'm comfortable doing. At the end of the day, I'm 33 years old. I can do what I want to do. I don't have to wear a helmet. There's no legal book out there that says when you ride an electric skateboard, you have to wear a helmet. In actual fact, riding an electric skateboard is illegal. Just go check at your local police station, go on their website, and it will pop up. It's classed as an electric vehicle. It's actually illegal. So before you start going, wear a helmet, you're going to get Eskate banned. It's already banned. Do you know what I'm saying? It's already banned. It's illegal.
I think what the point of these guys is that they're trying to make is like, for the steps to be taken to try and make it legal, not wearing a helmet doesn't help in case something happens and blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, like, oh, I appreciate that. And I respect that point. But we are still individuals that will do as we please. And it's a case of like, if you're okay with that and you still want to continue watching the content, like I appreciate it. And I like I said, I do wear helmets in the videos. Like, I genuinely do.
I don't really understand though. Me not wear a helmet, how is that affecting you?
And it's not affecting them, but I think what they're trying to say is that it looks badly upon like everyone else, because if anyone looks up to you and they try and mimic what you're doing, then it's like they're putting themselves at risk, or it doesn't look good for the community if something happens to you. And then if you were wearing a helmet, it wouldn't have happened. I guess that there's
a million and one things that can happen to you in life.
No, for sure. You
know what I'm saying? And if you are seriously looking up to me and I'm not wearing a helmet, that is just like, I don't get it. Like, do your own thing. You're your own person. Don't look up to people and be like, I want to be just like him.
No, I get it.
Just do your own thing. Do you know what I'm saying?
I know this subject pisses you off because it's so dumb that a lot of people kind of like chime in and have to be that way. There's a lot of people as well that are in the mindset of like, yeah, we get it. He doesn't wear a helmet, so like, let's just get on with it now.
Yeah, just get on with it.
That's kind of like what I'm trying to get you guys to do. Like, if you're the person that knows he doesn't wear a helmet, that Ricky does not wear a helmet, and you're not subscribed, but you're coming back to our videos to comment on the fact that he has no helmet on, I'm not even being rude, but that's fucking bizarre. Like,
that's weird.
That's weird. Like, just you, before you click on a video, you can see who it's been produced by. And if you are uncomfortable or it annoys you when he doesn't wear a helmet, then don't watch his videos. Like, it's as simple as that. Yeah. Like, I mean, I will wear helmets just because, like, I'm a bit more, what's the word, diplomatic than you are.
I just don't care. I'll do what I want to do. And if you don't like it, then do one.
That's fair, but I'm more diplomatic, and I'm quite happy to kind of just be like, they've kind of got a point, and I don't really mind.
I just think it's pathetic, to be honest.
I get it.
I really do. I think it's pathetic.
I'm both. I'm both, because like, you're not even the one that's firing back at people in comments. They're not talking about me. They're talking about you, and I'm the one that's firing back because it's irritating me. It's
I'm not really bothered about commenting back on things. I just want to. I haven't got the time to sit there and comment back on something that's just completely irrelevant and just ridiculous to me.
Yeah, I'm doing it for you. See, like,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm in a corner there sparring for you, mate.
Yeah, cheers, buddy.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, it's just, you know, I'm not legally obliged to wear a helmet, and I won't wear a helmet. So, you know, peace.
I like the fact you have a helmet next to you as well.
Yeah. Just for the helmet lovers out there.
Helmet police. But no, it's like guys, I do get it. I get where you're coming from. Just understand he does not care, and he's not going to wear one because you guys are telling him to wear one. Unless the video gets 1,000 likes, then...
Oh, yeah, then I'll wear one.
And then what we'll do is...
and you look like they took it so seriously as well.
People were tripping
out. Oh, my God.
It was a bit of lighthearted fun.
Lighthearted, joking around.
But he will actually wear one if it gets 1,000 likes. So
but yeah, if it got 1,000 likes, like somebody put, you know, we could choose a helmet out for you. I would have worn any helmet you wanted for the rest of the videos.
Oh yeah, trust me.
I'm
gonna make sure that if it takes a month, 2 months, 3 months, I'm gonna make sure that video gets 1,000 likes, and then we as an Eskate community are gonna find the ugliest, most outlandish, disgusting helmet we can find, and you have to wear it. Every single video, you have to wear it.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
So this is the angle that we were trying to take with that video post. It's, you guys want him to wear like some of you anyway. Some of you don't care, and you know, whether you care or you don't, or you're annoyed at that fact, or you don't care and you just want to watch the content, I still appreciate you coming in and watching our videos. Like, I genuinely do, because you're still helping us get views, which is great, and it's another person that knows about the content that we create. So like, it's, although I get annoyed with those comments, and I will fire back if I get irritated, like, a view's a view, and I'm happy to get one. It's still interesting that you guys don't like Ricky for not wearing a helmet, but will still watch the content. I think that, without me sounding like a douche, I think that kind of speaks to the content that we're producing. Yeah, it's kind of like, if you were but this is the argument, if you were wearing a helmet and then everyone was just like, okay, sweet, but just because of that you're like, no,
the thing is, I don't want to wear a helmet because of what we do. I don't go out to just ride my electric skateboard because I want to go out and ride it. I ride it because it gets me from point A to point B. And when I'm going from somewhere to somewhere, I don't want to be wearing a helmet and turn up to somewhere all sweaty. And do you know what I mean? It's not my thing. I've never worn a helmet for anything I've done. I've done loads of sports, snowboarding, aggressive skating, and I've never ever worn a helmet. And it's just not my thing, mate. Do you know what I mean? It's like some people wear sunglasses and some people don't. Some people wear watches, some people don't. I'm not a helmet guy. There's other people out there that don't like wearing a helmet as well. I'm not the only one. So just get over it.
Yeah, no, fair. Fair. I literally have nothing else to say. Like,
it is what it is.
I see skaters doing half pipes with no helmets, going to skate parks and grinding on rolls, or like coming downstairs doing God knows what types of speeds with no helmet.
Someone if Tony Hawk's can wear a helmet, you can.
I'm not Tony Hawk.
Bro, I'm not Tony Hawk's, and I don't compete in globally like televised events, do I? I'm not a celebrity. I'm not blooming this, that and the other. I don't need to wear a helmet. He's at an event that requires him to wear a helmet. I'm not required to wear a helmet, so stop bitching in the comments and get a life.
I told you it's going to get savage, guys.
No, because the more I go on about it, the more it winds me up. It's just annoying. It's just pathetic. I just think like.
Well, I mean, we do see it in the comments, and like I said, this isn't us being horrible to those people. If that's how you feel, that's fine. But it's the interesting thing is it's not even a case of me saying keep your opinions to yourself, because that's not what the internet's for. As we know, people love to share their opinions on the internet. It's what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
But at the other end of that is, don't expect to share your opinion on one of our pieces of content and not expect to hear our opinion back. That's all this is. You've made your point about, this is what you expect us to do. That's great that you expect us to do that, but we're going to do what we want to do as we see fit, because we're grown-ups. And
that's the way the world works. That's life.
Yeah, like it is what it is. But that's food for thought. Hit us up in the comment and let me know where you guys stand with that. And let's swiftly move on from that subject to.
But on a positive note, we are going to start doing helmet reviews. So
that. God. You're such a troll. But anyways, but moving on swiftly from there, I think this probably warrants a full-on video, but I wanted to kind of like discuss it a bit in the podcast as well, which is the Onsra Black Carve dual belt versus the GTR Bamboo.
Yeah, thoughts?
Both on 58 tooth gears, both with 7-inch AT wheels with inner tubes.
Yep.
I think...
What's your thought on the board? What's your thought on the two boards?
Well, the GTR Bamboo is the greatest electric skateboard ever made.
Greatest electric skateboard ever made by a man.
It's genuinely, jokes aside, I think it is the best electric longboard made. I know there's like Lagos and Jumpers and all these other savage boards, but they're not skateboards anymore. They're not longboards.
They're army tanks.
They're different things. If you're looking at an electric longboard from an electric longboard perspective and you ride normal longboards, the Bamboo is like, it's the pinnacle. I genuinely don't know any other board that feels, maneuvers, carves, rides like that board.
No.
And that's why it's so hard to find something else that gives me the same satisfaction.
I know what you mean. Yeah, but every board I jump on, it just hasn't got that same feeling.
Yeah.
Like ever since I first got that of my Evolve Carbon and I used it, just the way that it sort of feels and rides and maneuvers, you just don't get that with any other board.
Yeah,
do you know
any
what
other
I mean?
board that we've ridden.
Yeah, that we have ridden.
Yeah, that's fair. And it's, I think in terms of comparing it to the...
Like even like the what was it, the Lacroix Lone Star?
Yeah.
I didn't like the way that felt when I was riding it.
Yeah, like in terms of like trying to carve on it and go side to side.
I mean, it's a powerful board, yeah. It got you in a straight line, boom, you're going fast. But at the same time, it didn't give me that feeling, that agile, nimble way that I want to just whip around here, there, and everywhere, and it just wasn't
that kind of board.
Didn't give me that feeling.
Yeah, I think this ties into something we've always talked about on the podcast and in videos, when people do the whole spec versus reality thing.
Yeah.
Everyone looks at, what battery is it packing, what motors is it packing, but nobody ever, like, there's no way of quantifying the ride in terms of like text on a screen.
That's it.
You can't do that. You have to get on it to understand.
The same with like an iPhone and an Android phone. iPhone, they've still got like 4 gigabytes of RAM in them. Android phones have got 12 gigs of RAM in their phone. So if you was to look at it at a specs point of view, you'd be like, oh my God, the Android would absolutely smash it.
It does.
But for some reason, the way Apple optimizes their RAM and everything like that, it's just, it blows past most things. Now, I know that obviously there is Android phones that are faster out there now, but, give it like a year or 2 years ago, I mean, that was still rocking, I think, like 2 or 4 gigabytes of RAM, and it was still beating phones with 8 gigs of RAM in, you know? It's just the way the board's put together, the way that it's, you know, everything works as one to be a good product. And that's why I feel like about the Evolve board. It's, the only thing for me is I just want a little bit more top end, really.
Yeah, no, I get you.
That is the only thing. If that board done 30 miles an hour, then consistently,
like I'm at like 40% battery and I'm still hitting 30 miles
exactly.
an hour.
I wouldn't even consider looking at another board.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that fact. I think it's also the fact that I feel like with a lot of some of these other board manufacturers that have been out there, they're still quite young.
Yeah, true. So they haven't perfected it yet. They haven't got it.
Like, you know, Evolve's earlier stuff wasn't great, but the stuff that they're dropping, you know, now and God knows what's going to come next it's impressive. Like, I think the GTR range really kind of like catapulted them into the spotlight.
Definitely.
And it came at the perfect time, just as the number one company was dying.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, but I think, you know, comparing the GTR Bamboo to the Onsra Black Carve, my kind of like summary of it is, I know I saw a comment on the video where I mentioned the deck size. I think it's like an inch or two shorter than the GTR Bamboo.
Yeah.
And someone was just like, it's like, it's an inch or two, mate. It's like, relax. And first of all, a couple of inches makes a big difference, mate. Second of all, it makes a massive difference in terms of like where the wheels are placed and how the board maneuvers. The Onsra is so much more agile than the GTR Bamboo. Like you can hammer that thing around corners, you can turn aggressively, you can basically almost turn it on a dime. Like it's crazy. Yeah. And all of that is, you know, down to the wheel placement and the size of the deck. Like if it's an inch or whatever, that still makes a difference in how the board will handle.
I don't feel like it's like the maneuverability of the board. For me personally, it's the stability of the board.
You think it's stable?
No. I think the Evolve is more stable because of that longer deck.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, I thought you meant that the Onsra is more stable than
because with the Evolve board, with the double kingpin trucks, you can turn very sharp on that as well.
And you can also floor it and not feel shaky.
Yeah, and I think it's when you start getting up to those higher speeds and you're sort of like going straight and you just want to get somewhere and you floor it, it's where it feels a little bit switchy and unstable sometimes just because of the shorter deck. You know, that longer deck just gives you more of a stability when riding at higher speeds. So
yeah, I think that plays a big part in it, and that's
feet placement as well. Because obviously, I'm not the tallest guy in the world, but
your feet are close together.
My feet still feel like they're too close together, and where I want to position them, sort of is like there's not much there for your feet to sort of grab hold of. So I do think, like, realistically, if the deck was a little bit longer, then it'd be a hell of a board then. I
do remember having a conversation with Fabi on the inbox in Instagram, and he said something like, first of all, there's another Onsra Black Carve coming because you know, you wouldn't let me touch the one that's here because you've just taken it. But he said something about a longer deck dropping. So I'm hoping the one that he sends out has got that longer deck on it, just so I can, because that was the first thing I noticed when I got on it. I was just like, deck's too short. For me anyways. But
I mean, it's too short for me. I mean, it's still like I enjoy riding it, but I would just, you know, it's one of those things, isn't it? It's like the Evolve board. Yeah, just want a bit more top end. The Onsra.
Well, there's always something.
I just want the deck to be a little bit longer
and more torque.
I think
that's for me the biggest takeaway with GTR Bamboo versus Onsra. Like the deck might as well be carbon fiber because it's way too stiff. But then aside from that, it's also the fucking speed of that board, dude.
I know. But before we touch on the speed though, just regarding obviously the torque, we just said about the torque and that, because a lot of people have said in the comment section, "Oh, just put smaller, bigger teeth pulleys on it and stuff like that." But then the wheels that you want to put on it don't fit. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So it's not working the way that I'd want it to work. It's not right, you know?
Yeah, no, I get you. Like, what would be the ideal setup for that board that you think would kind of like be the...
Because the way the torque is on that at the moment, you'd have to put like a massive tooth gear on there to get the sort of torque that I'd want to even come close to matching the Evolve torque. Because off the line, the Evolve board is just gone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it doesn't take that long for the Onsra to catch up with it. But it's just that initial, you know, like that boom that you feel and you get when you just floor it, that jolt that you get. You just don't get that on the Onsra. And so obviously, like when you ride in with the all-terrain wheels on there, I mean, you'd have to put like a really big tooth gear on there to even get close to like the acceleration and torque that you'd get on the Evolve. Yeah, no, that's definitely fair. I think it's also worth mentioning as well, like how good the Onsra is at hills. Yeah,
but that's the thing. It's
because
like
the other day
motion.
We just got off of the train station, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then we had there's that road, isn't there? And there's the up the hill. And that was the first time we'd put that gear on the Onsra and we'd gone to London.
Yes.
And I was just like, you was on the hill flat out, weren't you? And I just went, "Ah," and I was just gone, weren't I? Absolutely just
like miles ahead. I think that's definitely that definitely shows that the battery setup that they're using is putting out so much more juice than you would expect. Like,
yeah, because the motors are smaller than the Evolve motors.
Yeah.
Like in terms of size. But
it's quite stunning. Like, and obviously we've put quite a few miles on that board. No issues still, which is good.
Yeah.
But my question is, how long are the motors and battery going to last in that setup? Like, who
knows?
I'm interested to see. I mean, if you get like a year with no motor or battery issues, like obviously, like, you know, motors go on any board. Like, I've had a motor go on the Evolve board. I've had multiple motors go on booster boards.
Yeah.
That poor guy that I can't remember his name. The fitness, what's his name? The fitness coach, I think it is called. The black guy that was in London. That had the flex.
Oh, yeah.
Brand new
the
flex,
yeah.
and his freaking motor
went, yeah, brand new. Yeah, I mean, it happens, doesn't it? So, I mean...
But if the battery doesn't, like, you know, kill itself in, like, a year of riding the board consistently...
Yeah.
Like, that's it. Just increase the length of the deck, offer more gear options, and holy crap.
Yeah, I thought it's just that torque, man. Or, that's not, I wouldn't say torque, acceleration, do you know what I mean? It's just that initial acceleration, it's just not there.
The GTR mode makes such a difference, man.
Yeah, you like the torque. If you put the 66 tooth gear on the GTR, don't you? Like the torque and the braking is absolutely savage, isn't it?
Yeah.
The top end's just done.
I don't want to do 20 miles an hour.
There's no top end, is there?
Yeah, no. It's
but the acceleration that you get off that board and the torque and
for ripping through that, riding around that river road next to Hackney Wick, like on the way to where the Evolve store is, it'd be perfect for that.
Or if you was off road or something like that, then it'd be absolutely perfect because you're not going to be going over 20 odd miles an hour off road anyway.
Not when you're like a meter away from water.
Exactly, but yeah, man, that's just so. The top speed's just not there. Whereas the Onsra is the other way around. You've got the top speed, but you haven't got that bottom end.
You can't
win, can you?
But I think, like you said this in London, like when we were ripping around. You said like if you're in a city like that and you're trying to get around, like the Onsra with the AT, and the 58 is the one.
Yeah, 100%. Like I can just keep up with the flow of traffic.
Yeah,
and you on the Evolve, you can't. So it's just. Like I'm literally gone. It's not even a joke how far ahead I could be of you, is it? Like you are like you're way back there, mate, and I'm just like boom, I'm off. I'm keeping up with the traffic. I'm just flying. I'm not gonna lie, it was frustrating. Yeah,
because I'm sat there going like, what the hell's wrong with this thing? Why don't I have more? Like, why can't I give more out of this?
Yeah,
it is annoying. Like you always want a bit more power. That's why I just want to get another one. Like, so if we both have Onsras, then it's fine.
Yeah,
like everyone's keeping up with everyone, but we'll just be sluggish off the line.
But it's not even that. It's one of those things though. It's not even like it's sluggish off the line. It's not
GTR mode.
Yeah, you just don't get that kick, that punch like you do on the GTR.
Why can't Evolve just hire Fabi and then just build boards together?
Yeah.
There's an idea. Evolve, Fabi, just collaborate, man.
Yeah, do a one-off special.
Yeah, the GTR Fab
limited edition. Only ever two made. Sent out for cheesecake reviews. Oh god.
Oh jeez, that would be the one. But no, that's I think that's kind of like the biggest takeaway from that. It's.
What's more important to you? Is it off the line performance or is it going to be top end?
I need both. I need a balance between both.
Yeah.
Like I want to be able to accelerate like the GTR does in GTR mode, but at the same time, I want to be able to do an average of 28 to 30.
Actually, I mean, to be fair, I think Fabi, you're going to be sending out some of the AT gears for it, and I think he's got a 66 tooth gear, isn't he?
That'll be interesting.
So that would be very interesting to see what that board does, because in terms of top end, that could actually be, knocked down a little bit. I'd be happy for the top speed to come down just a bit because it's ridiculously fast, So if that actually gave you like a lot more torque, but you still had a really good top end, that could be like the perfect setup.
Yeah, I mean, if it comes off the line similar to the kind of like the force of the bamboo.
I need to get that 60. I was trying the other day. I really wanted to try and get that 66 tooth gear from Evolve because we've already got it here, and try and get it on there. But the gear fits on there, but the belt is too big, and I can't physically like adjust the motor to get it further enough back.
So to get the tension right.
To get the tension right on the belt.
Yeah.
So might have to just do a little bit of DIY on it.
Like you did with the Vesta?
The Vesta or Vista board, or whatever it was.
Hacked away at the motor plate to get
took the motor plates off, took them to my mate who's an engineer, and he like cut some extra holes in it and grooves in it to make sure that I could pull the motors back further enough so we could get the Evolve gears on it. So yeah, might have to do something like that again just to see what it's like.
Fair play.
Because I'll be very interested to see.
Yeah, no, same.
Because if I could still get like, because that board realistically, looking at like 35 miles an hour with the setup that we've got now.
Yeah, so if it drops you down to 30.
If it dropped me down to 30 with a 66 tooth gear, but I was still getting like, and I got the acceleration that you was getting as well, that'd just be mad.
Yeah, it'd be the one.
Yeah.
It'd be the one.
But then I'd still want that longer deck.
Yeah, no, you don't want a short deck. I get you.
Short and stubby's no good.
Jeez. But yeah, aside from there, I think the last topic we should chat about is the boards that we're looking at, kind of like jumping.
Oh yeah, next, like boards that we're going to be looking at next. We've got Meepo. We've got
swear word.
Backfire.
Walgo.
No, Walgo, isn't it?
Yeah.
Backfire, get in touch. Come on. So Walgo.
That's the company that forever uses Asian women in their videos.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of their videos.
I'm not a fan of their videos and their posts. Like I think it's trashy.
Dehumanises women.
I mean, I'm all for that. No, I'm joking. I can't even say that. No, it's just one of those things. I don't think that's the right way to advertise. There's a couple of hockey companies that do that as well. Like Warrior used to do it all the time, where it'd just be like chicks in bikinis, like holding hockey sticks, and you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
like,
they used to be good back in the day, but
I know it's a male-dominated sport.
2020 now.
It's like, come on, man. It's that I don't get that. Maybe I'm overanalyzing, but it's just my opinion. I don't know if anyone feels the same way, but I think at the minute it's Meepo, swear word, and
Meepo,
swear word,
Walgo.
Yeah, I actually do want to take a look at some of Walgo's stuff. I'm very interested to do, like, the ideal video for me I'd love to do is Walgo, Backfire and X-Way. Like, all three of them, all similar price boards against each other to figure out which is which. I think they'll be like pretty damn similar, but I'm sure there's one that has like either a feature or something that kind of elevates it above the rest. But I think all of those companies will be faced with the same issue. What happens when it goes wrong? Like, where does it go?
True.
Because even now with like Stick Revolution being the UK place to get your board serviced if you've bought an X-Way from them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still not hearing great things about getting your board serviced. So
that's it.
It just begs the question, is like, it's
one of them ones though, isn't it? But I suppose if they're like 800 quid, if you've only got 800 pounds to spend on a board, then, or it might be even just your first board and you don't know whether you like it, you're going to like it or not, then if it goes wrong, it goes wrong, doesn't it? It might be a pain in the ass to get it sorted out, but,
Yeah, I think that's what's going to be like the thing. I don't know if anyone has done anything like that, but I think an interesting video would be like in the UK, if you have like these, fairly well-known mainstream brand skateboards and it goes wrong, what's the after sales like?
Yeah, I mean, if you're watching on YouTube, let us know in the comment section down below if you've had any experiences with Meepo, Backfire or X-Way and what the service and repair centre was like, and Walgo as well, yeah. Leave it down in the comment section and let us know how you've got on if your board has gone wrong.
Yeah, that's a good point, because obviously I know a lot of you watching are going to have boards from various different companies. So yeah, hit us up and let us know.
It'd be good to see their opinion and what the process was like and the customer service was like. So
yeah, for sure. But yeah, aside from that, in terms of videos that are coming next, what do we have that's going to be dropping? I know one I'm going to be doing.
We've also got a biggie coming as well, haven't we?
A biggie? What's coming?
The Metro X.
Oh yeah, Metro. We've got we've got a nice little conversation going on with Metro, and just essentially waiting for, I think it's like 8 weeks or something like that.
Yeah, because they build their boards, don't they, from scratch?
Yeah, so that's going to be
like
interesting.
Custom made for that board.
That's going to be a video that you do, because obviously it's a stiff deck, so I'm like, nah, I'm out.
Yeah, mate, it looks nice.
I'll let you enjoy that. But aside from that, I think aside from the Metro board video, we've got the 58 tooth gear video where we go into a bit more detail about what the performance is like.
Yeah.
There's also going to be, of course, we need to get the Unlimited X.
We've got the Unlimited, but do you know what? I was thinking it's actually perfect that we haven't done the Unlimited X yet.
Why?
Because they're like the perfect type of longboard to slide.
Yes.
That is essentially what they're made for. Like, well, they're like longboard, well, not for sliding. They are made for sliding, but they're more like, that dancing they do on the boards and stuff like that. But they've just like released an update as well. So you've got like a where you push with your feet and then it keeps at that constant speed for like sliding and stuff. So you don't even have to touch your remote. So you could essentially push the board to the speed that you want and then just absolutely have it on the board.
Shit.
Yeah,
Okay,
so that looks dope. I saw that they'd just done an update on that. So, but yeah, that is them boards now. Like
it's changed the perspective.
Exactly.
I think if we shot the review a few months ago,
exactly, it wouldn't be. We wouldn't be realizing what those boards are actually for.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The type of person they're aimed at. But I think
yeah.
now we've started the sliding and everything like that. I reckon like
they're going to be
taking
sick.
them boards out and just having to go sliding on them and stuff would be dope.
So light.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So like trying to get 360 down on one of those and stuff like that will just be like the perfect board, I reckon.
Yeah, no, that's a good shout. So we've got that coming.
I just need to put some softer bushings in mine.
Yeah, I've got the white Evolve ones that you can chuck on there.
Yeah.
Super soft ones. Aside from that, I was trying to think what else is going to be coming. I definitely wanted to do a sliding video with Andrew. Just showing the way he does.
100%. Yeah,
like
I think it'd be interesting for people just to see. Like you can just like obviously we'll just get like a nice sequence at the start so you guys can just absolutely see him go mad on the board, and then it'll just be good to see like him maybe essentially do like a tutorial where he gives us pointers and what to do, what not to do.
Yeah, because even with like my 180s, he was literally like, dip your shoulder down when you're doing this, and then open up your chest and your arms when you're swinging around.
Yeah,
and I tried that, and then he was like also like bend your knees more, and I did that, and I was just like, holy crap, that just made it like 50% like easier than what it was before.
What he was doing before, yeah.
Just little points, because he was riding alongside us and then going like, no, like this, up like this, and just like little pointers like that, literally coaching us as we're drifting down the road, like doing 180s. So yeah, it's a totally different way to learn. And even the way he was showing me how to like go to do the backslide, the one that makes me feel uncomfortable, is just going round in a circle and making it tighter and tighter. And that's Evolve did a piece on this as well, and they showed it in a similar way, trying to find the point where the wheels slide.
Yeah.
But what he was teaching me after that was keep that going and then see how long you can hold that for. So I'd be going around and just trying to hold that slide like as I'm like whipping round, and all you can hear is the wheels just like screaming. As you're going round and round in circles, and it's I can't explain how much fun it is, guys. It's so
fun. It's addictive.
It's so much fun.
It is fun.
And like it's because of the angles and the way that you position your body. Even if you come off, you kind of just roll.
Yeah, because you're not necessarily going fast as well.
No.
You're doing
like sort of
10 miles an hour.
Roll.
10, maybe 15 max.
Yeah.
That's running speed. So you come off, you can either run it off, or if you do fall over, it's not going to hurt that much.
Yeah, but it's so much fun. Like I can't wait to get back out there and put the 97s on and just go nuts.
I know. I'm dying to get back down there.
Yeah, we'll have to figure it out. Hopefully, if we get another couple of days of decent weather next week, we
can find a day to pop down there or something.
Yeah,
and shoot that video.
That'll be the one. But yeah, I think that's those are the main things that we wanted to kind of cover in this piece. Oh yeah, the other thing I wanted to drop after this is I am going to do a video. I am going to like essentially edit and release the video showing the repair process of the Evolve board.
Right.
Like just to show people, like if you're curious how that works, I think it'd be good to just give feedback. Like, just you send your board in, what does that look like? Like how long does it take? How do they interact with you? Like what are the options? Like what are the things that are repaired under warranty, and what are the things that are going to cost you? So if you guys want that, like I don't know if you do, but like just comment down below and let me know if you want me to drop that video. But yeah, I think that's
about it, isn't it?
Main topics, man. You want to sign out? Yeah,
thanks for watching, everyone. If you're listening, then head over to YouTube to watch some of our videos.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's been great. Good to back on the podcast, to talk about a few things that we've been up to and all the rest of it, and the boards that we've got coming. So yeah, nice to see you again, guys. Nice to hear your voices.
You weirdo.
See you later, peace.
Yeah, take care, guys. If you're listening to the podcast, make sure that you're rating it on any of the podcasting sites that you're listening to it on. Of course, it's on the big ones like Apple and Spotify, all the other ones as well. Make sure that if you're watching on YouTube, you leave your comments down below, because we will respond, we will read them. I try to hit everyone back that leaves a comment down below. Thumbs up, subscribe, notification on, so you know when we post a new video. And we'll catch you in the next one.
Yeah, and P.S. if this video gets 1,000 likes, I'll wear a helmet.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys. Ultimate troll. Take care.
Bye.
Such a troll, man.
Oh, mate, I just like blinded people.
Such a troll. Food time, please. Food time.